In the dark and empty gym, which was known for its strange sounds and mysterious shadows, terrible events were taking place. Athletes training in the gym began to complain about strange sounds that came from the depths of the building. They heard groans and whispers, but when they turned around, no one was there. One night, one of the coaches stayed at the gym until closing time. When he was trying to turn off the lights and close the building, he heard footsteps and the doors started opening and closing by themselves. He got scared and ran out of the building, deciding never to be alone there again. But the terrible events continued. Athletes noticed that their objects began to disappear, and the mirrors in the locker rooms reflected something dark and sinister. Some claimed to have seen the ghosts of former athletes who died during training. Soon the gym became known as a place with a curse, and more people refused to come there. Finally, the gym was closed due to a lack of visitors and rumors of supernatural phenomena. And even though the gym was abandoned, its curse remained in the air, reminding everyone that one cannot ignore the ancient powers that can awaken in the most ordinary places. Over time, the gym became abandoned and forgotten. But even after closing, its curse continued to live. Locals avoided this building, telling horror stories about what they saw or heard there. Some brave people tried to conduct an investigation to find out the origin of the curse and try to dispel it. But none of these investigations led to any concrete results. Over time, the gym has become a place of legends and mystical stories. It attracted curious and desperate people who wanted to try their luck and see something supernatural. But no one could say for sure what was going on inside the abandoned building. And yet, the curse of the gym remained a mystery, a reminder that it is better not to disturb some forces. And maybe one day someone will be able to unravel the mystery of this place and free it from an ancient curse. In a big city, among the twinkling skyscrapers and a busy street, there was an old gym. The large building seemed to have been forgotten by time, and its walls kept ancient secrets and sinister legends. Locals said that strange things happened in this gym. At midnight, when the whole city was already sinking into sleep, incomprehensible noises and sounds came from the hall, like the echo of someone's heavy footsteps or slow chants. Some claimed to have seen the ghosts of athletes who trained in the gym after closing. Others claimed to have heard groans and knocks coming out of the air, as if the building was cursed. One day, a group of young researchers decided to solve the mystery of the old gym. In the evening, when the hall was closed, they got inside to find an explanation for these strange phenomena. At first, everything seemed normal, but as they moved deeper into the building, they began to hear whispers and see shadows standing in the corners of the hall. Under the otherworldly light of the lanterns, they saw that the gym was buried under layers of dust and emptiness. Apparently, it was abandoned many years ago, and since then, it has been considered a cursed place where evil spirits roamed in search of victims. Suddenly, the lights went out, and they heard the sound of running footsteps around them. Desperately trying to figure out what was going on, they heard an unknown voice that warned them to leave this place while they were still safe. Terrified, they ran out of the gym, and from that day, no one dared to enter its back doors. The old gym continued to stand quietly. Its walls remained mute witnesses to the sinister events that took place behind their dark walls. Soon after the mysterious incident, the young researchers returned to the city, filling it with their stories about the sinister gym. Soon even the locals began to avoid this place, and it became a symbol of emptiness and trouble. Years have passed, and the gym has remained forgotten. However, one day the new owner purchased an abandoned building with the intention of restoring it and turning it into a modern fitness center. He called workers to start repairs, but it soon became clear that something was wrong in the building. Workers reported strange noises and high-pitched screams that came from the depths of the building. After each working day, the tools were scattered all over the hall, although no one admitted that they had moved them. More and more people began to see shadows flickering in corners and aisles, and some claimed that they had seen the ghosts of athletes training in the building decades ago. The new owner, concerned about strange incidents, called paranormal researchers to solve the mysteries of the gym. After conducting a series of rituals and surveys, the researchers found that the gym was built on the land where there was once a mass grave, and the souls of the deceased did not find peace. They wandered around the hall. Their moans and screams were heard at night. With a purification ceremony and the blessing of the building, they tried to calm the spirits, and gradually the strange events began to subside. The gym was reopened to the public, and new customers came to training, unaware of the old secrets and sinister past events. Since then, the place has become known not only as a gym, but also as a place where souls have finally found peace. It was already late at night when a group of friends decided to take an excursion to an abandoned gym. They had heard many stories about what was happening there and wanted to check if they were true. When they entered the building, the air became filled with a strange smell of ichor. They heard noises that made the hairs on their necks stand on end, but they decided to continue their journey deeper into the gym. Suddenly, one of the friends disappeared, and they heard his screams from afar. They rushed to look for him, but he disappeared without a trace. Panic gripped the group, and they realized that this place is really cursed. As they were trying to get out of the gym, they heard footsteps behind them. They turned around and saw ghostly figures floating in the air. They screamed and ran, but the more they ran, the more it seemed that the gym would not let them go. Finally, they got out, but the curse of the gym remained with them. They told about the terrible experience to everyone who was willing to listen, but no one believed them. Since then, they no longer dared to return to the abandoned building, but the curse of the gym continued to haunt them in nightmares every night. Despite the fact that they tried to forget about the terrible experience, the curse of the gym continued to haunt them in nightmares every night. They felt that something sinister was watching them, and fear gripped them every time they closed their eyes. One of my friends started researching the history of the gym and found out that many years ago there was a tragic accident, as a result of which several athletes died. Since then, the place has been considered cursed, and many people claim to have seen the ghosts of athletes in an abandoned building. The friends realized that they needed to find a way to get rid of this curse. They turned to psychics and performed a purification ritual to expel evil spirits from the gym. After that, the nightmares stopped, and the friends no longer felt persecuted. Now they warn everyone against visiting an abandoned gym and tell their story so that no one else is in danger. But they will always remember the night when they faced the curse of the gym and managed to defeat it.